Now, in this video, I'm going to talk about two topics in terms of news that has happened in hip-hop during this past week, starting with the first one. Drake gets accused of stealing the flow on his new verse on the track Look Alive. Now, yesterday or 2 days ago, depending on when I released this video, Drake was featured on a track called Look Alive by a Memphis rapper whose name is BlocBoy JB. So the track actually went viral, and after only a day of it being out, it now has over 3 million views, which is insane to say the least. Now, this is of course a big win for the rapper BlocBoy JB because we know that getting a Drake verse isn't exactly an easy task, so salute to BlocBoy. But after the song blew up and got a lot of attention, there were a lot of people who accused Drake of stealing the flow on the track from the highly respected Memphis rapper Project Pat. Now I'm gonna play a snippet of both of the songs back to back, and then we can break it down a little bit and discuss them.
Pat, a nigga that's down for his crown, man. If your ass step, I'ma be downtown, man.
Hey, look who I'm around, man. If I fucked up, I'ma be downtown, man.
Fourth floor bound, man. That's if I get caught, man. Push me to the edge, so it really ain't my fault, man.
Fourth floor down, man. That's if I get caught, man. Push me to the edge, so it really ain't my motherfucking fault, man. I'm not.
Now there you have it, and I'm sure that you heard some or a lot of similarities. So I thought we could check out both of the verses and compare them and see how similar they really are. And there you have both of the verses. So to the left we have the verse from Project Pat's Out There song, and to the right we have Drake's verse on Look Alive. Now check out this red marker right here, and right here we have all the similarities on this part of both of the verses. And as you can see, there's quite a lot of similarities right here. We can see that on the Push Me to the Edge part, Drake took that line and added it into his own verse, and every single word on Drake's verse also ends with the word man. And he also took the part where Project Pat says fourth floor bound, man, that's if I get caught, man. And now we know these similarities as far as lyrics goes, and you heard a snippet of both of the tracks back to back, so you know what they kind of sound like. So what do you personally think about this whole situation? Do you think that Drake stole it? Now my take on this, although there is a lot of identical similarities in terms of lines and the flows sound very much the same, instead of calling this a straight ripoff, to me it's leaning more to the side of him paying his respect to Project Pat. And why am I saying this if the flows are similar and there's similarities in the lyrical aspect of the songs? Well, just because Drake's father is from Memphis
And stay in your place, fam. My dad is from Memphis and I am the king. I should probably just move into Graceland.
so he's very much connected to Memphis in a way despite him being from Toronto. And then add on to the fact that the rapper BlocBoy, who Drake gave his feature to, is an upcoming Memphis rapper. And then Project Pat is a well-respected Memphis rapper. And lastly, the music video that dropped along with the track Look Alive is recorded in Memphis. I'm just sitting here taking all of this in and thinking to myself, if it would have been a situation where he had no ties to the person he's stealing the flow from, then the conversation would have been much different because it would have been much more obvious that he did it. And on top of that, Project Pat himself gave his cosign and blessings to Drake by dropping the fire emoji under Drake's IG on the song. So it's very much clear to me that this is not a situation like the Drake versus XXXTentacion thing where Drake claimed himself that he had no clue who X was when he found out that people were accusing him of stealing his flow. And from my perspective, it looks like the entire point of Drake jumping on this track was to pay his respect to Memphis, and that's why he gave a feature to a upcoming Memphis rapper while recording the music video in Memphis while paying homage to a Memphis legend, which is of course Project Pat. But hey, that's what I personally think about this whole situation, and I really want to know what you have to say about this. Do you think that Drake stole the flow on his Look Alive verse from Project Pat, or do you think that he did not steal the flow? Let me know what you have to say about that. But let's move on to the second topic that I want to talk about in this video, and that is Cardi B gets threatened. So basically what happened is, a couple days ago Cardi B went on Instagram and posted a picture of her wearing a blue coat, and in her IG caption she said, "I hate wearing flu, but this coat was too poppin'." So if you didn't catch exactly what she meant, Cardi B writing the word flu is basically her trying to send a subliminal message that she does not mess with the color blue, which is associated with the Crips, and Cardi B has in the past claimed that she is a part of the Bloods. And obviously the Bloods and the Crips are rival gangs, so that's where the controversy comes from. But it got so bad that she had to disable the comment section on her Instagram post because the Crips were absolutely tearing her apart, saying that if she comes to LA, they're gonna make her regret what she said. Basically, they were so pissed that they threatened her life. Now this whole situation kind of confused me because I'm just looking at Cardi B wondering what's even the point of doing something like this. I mean, her success right now is pretty much unmatchable. This year she became the first woman to ever have 5 records on the Billboard Top 10 charts, which is insane. I mean, she even beat someone like Beyonce, and I think that tells you how successful she actually is. And then she's out here subliminally dissing gangs, throwing shots at them. I don't know what kind of mentality Cardi has, but is she not realizing how global her name is? I just think that she's way too big and way too successful to be doing things like this. It's almost like she's willing to risk her own blessings just to be seen as a real one who's still repping her gang. I mean, it's completely stupid and unnecessary to be doing things like this, especially when you are Cardi B. You know what I would say? It would be a different story if she still was just a girl from the Bronx, but now you actually have, to put it bluntly, shit to lose. But hey, what do you personally think about this whole situation? Do you agree with me when I say that it was completely unnecessary for her to diss the Crips? Or do you not agree with me? I really want to know what you have to say about this. But hey, that was the only 2 topics that I really wanted to talk about in this video. Usually when I make these news videos, which I'm gonna make once a week, I want to have at least 3 topics that I want to talk about, and the only criteria I have is that I actually want to talk about them and I actually have something to say about them. Since I don't want to force any news stories that don't seem appealing to me, yeah, that's just not how I make my videos. But what do you personally think about both of these news topics? Definitely let me know in the comment section below and let's have a discussion about this. But as always, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. This channel is all about bringing together people like you who enjoy music and start a discussion on different topics like this. And of course, like the video if you enjoyed it, follow me on all my social media accounts. It's on the screen, and I'm out.